Hey guys, it's me Maro, and today is a very special day. Not only have I reached 1,000 subscribers, but this is also my 500th video on my channel. It's been such a fun journey, and I can't wait to make more fun content. It has been pretty difficult at the moment, however, and a lot has been going on that takes time out of me making content for you guys, but I'll still be trying my best. But today, I decided to do a review on a very special figure in my collection. A figure that totally didn't cost me an arm and a leg. I'm bleeding out right now. So for my 500th video on my channel, I will be reviewing none other than the one and the only, the Metal Build Eva Unit 1. A little side note before the review, I just kind of want to mention one little thing. Fuck that video. No, on a serious note, this is my only Metal Build Eva Unit figure I have right now, but I do want to get the other two at some point, so stay tuned for possible reviews of those in the future. Now let's actually get onto the review and start with the box this figure comes in. And this box may look a bit different from what you guys maybe are used to. In other reviews, like Jobby's review or just other reviews in general, the box looks like this, more colorful and more detailed. However, this box is more dull and simple. And that's actually because this figure I have is a Japanese exclusive. All of the box being different and a couple other stuff later on being different as well, this is basically just the same figure. But back on topic, this box looks okay, I guess. I definitely do prefer the way the other box looks compared to this, but I'm not going to pay an extra $100 for a cool looking box. Yes, I mean it. However, one thing both these boxes have in common is that they're fucking huge. Compared to how small this figure is compared to it, the ratio is just... god damn. Although the reason for it being this big is actually due to the amount of accessories it comes with, so it makes sense. Other than that though, the box is alright. But now it's time to move on to the main topic of this video, the figure itself. So first off, this figure looks beautiful. Because it's going for a more stylized, realistic version of Avilia 1, we got lots of more detail on it here compared to the anime accurate version. One complaint I do see a lot is that the head looks a little weird. And it's because there isn't a separate color to separate the mouth from the head, and I do see where people are coming from, but because it's a different design of the unit, it doesn't really bother me all that much. I actually really like the design for this. I love all the little details and the more realistic added parts onto it, like the shoulder plates. Instead of just one part like this right here, it's separated into 3 segments. I love that. Looking at other parts of the body, there's just so much detail here. And a cool thing about this figure is that a lot of it is actually made up of metal, hence the name Metal Build. Parts of this figure that are either chrome or shiny, it's most likely metal. For instance, the arms have this, the spine has this, and most of the joints are metal. Because of this, that makes this figure feel pretty heavy. It makes some other figures feel like a feather in comparison. I really like that. Paint-wise, I'm actually not too sure. I don't know if there's many painted parts on this figure, but if there is, the paint seems pretty durable and very clean. Although I still assume there isn't much paint on here. I really like how there's a copper and crimson color to contrast the purple and green, and we still got the orange contrast to the body. Have I told you guys that I just love the way Eva Unit 1 looks? So overall, the paint and sculpt on this thing is amazing. I love the direction they took for this figure, making a unique design for it. It really makes it stand out from other figures in your collection, so that's a really good thing. So this gal is going to look pretty cool from any angle you get her in. In other words, it's time for the articulation. We got a ball joint at the head. There was actually a piece here that caused the movement to be more limited, but I took it out just so it can move all around. The mouth can open to reveal nothing really. The horn can move up, the neck can move forward and back. The shoulder is on a limited ball joint that can move up pretty far. The arm can do a full 360. The shoulder pad is on a ball joint along with this part right here, a double bend at the elbow, and a hinge swivel at the hand. Oh yeah, this part can also move up to make more room for the hand. 2 ball joints at the chest segment so you can get an arcing back and a crunch. These little parts on the side are on ball joints as well, and they can move out of the way so you can get the chest to do a side-to-side movement. When you do this, the spine pieces move at the back, so that's a really nice touch. The thighs are on a bit of a weird joint. Cause like they can kick out pretty far, but not back that much, and you can get them to move out. But for some odd reason, the swivel here is tight as hell. Yeah, this is a major issue this figure has. Because, like, this isn't an issue on my copy. No, it's on other people's copies as well. And the joint could potentially loosen up due to this. The thigh joint here isn't the best. However, we do get some moving parts when you do move it, so it's a kind of nice touch. You get a double bend at the knee, and it moves this part on the lower leg, so that's cool. The knee pad can move up. The foot is on a ball joint. a ball joint this foot guard, a decent ankle pivot, and the back pad can move for more movement. And finally, the toe bend. So overall, the posability on this figure is pretty good, but man, that thigh joint kills me. I understand that this is a very heavy figure, but come on, man. Don't make the thigh joint super tight to the point where it's gonna have issues later on. Hopefully the other ones don't have this issue. God fucking damn! Before I blow up due to the thighs. That sounds bad out of context. Let me go over the thing that most likely shot this figure up in price. The accessories. Yes, there's a lot of them. First, we got 4 extra pairs of hands. Besides these neutral hands, we got fists, clawing hands, trigger finger hands, and holding hands. With these trigger finger hands, you can make her hold 2 weapons. That being a, just a normal gun. That can fucking cock? Damn, the attention to detail is amazing. And the pallet rifle. But just like Unit 1, it's redesigned, and it looks really cool. Both of these guns can also have a clip in them, because, you know, why not? Let's just add more detail here. These probably costed $20 each. Next, with these holding hands, you can make Unit 1 wield 2 more weapons. Those being the progressive knife that is also redesigned. It also could be put in a sheath. It also clicks in. God damn! But fuck that little thing. I mean, it was only there for like, what, 2 episodes? Let's get something that wasn't even in the show. The second melee weapon is this cool looking katana that's also made out of metal. It also looks really cool when she holds it. It also comes with its own sheath that can also click as well, and just... Holy shit, how can this get any better? So the next few accessories are these little holster things that can store items on the figure. Yeah, this figure's got weapon storage on here. If you notice on some parts of the figure, there are these little holes, in which they are actually intentional. These little gray pieces right here are used to clip onto the weapons and be put into these little holes. And for something like the katana or the pallet rifle, this looks a little odd. But have no fear, because you get this piece to put more weapons onto the figure. This extension at first seems like it doesn't go anywhere on the figure, but that's actually because the piece where you plug it into is hidden. What you gotta do is go to the thigh, open this little panel right here, and plug the extension in. It can be a bit finicky, but through trial and error you can get it on. And once you got that on, attach the katana and the pallet rifle to it so you can have a more appropriate weapon storage. If you thought we were done, then you're definitely mistaken. Because if we're gonna have an Ava unit figure, we gotta give it energy somehow, right? Well, let's bring up the umbilical cord. You can plug it into the back of the figure right here, and it stays in pretty well. But what if I told you there was more to this? You get this other piece similar to this one that can still attach to the back, but it has this mini extension here. You may be wondering what this is used for, but in order to show that, I need to bring this out. This big and final accessory is this hanger docking port base, which looks really, really cool. You do have to assemble it outside of the box, but it's pretty simple to do. This thing probably added an extra $100 onto here, but I don't care, it looks cool. You got the Ava unit name on the front of it and nice red detail all around. However, this base isn't here just to look cool. If you bring this arm right here, which does have some articulation, you can plug it into the base and plug the cord right here, and then plug it into the figure. Now you got a way to get some aerial poses with this figure. That's not all you can do with this though. You can open up these little bits right here and then position Unit 1 into place to lock her in. Now it looks like she's in a resting phase, which is really cool. And finally, you might notice that there's a lot of holes on the side of this, and just like Unit 1, you can store the weapons here as well, which is nice and is the way I like to do it. So overall, the accessories here are really, really nice. If you buy the version I showed at the beginning of this video, you do actually get more accessories, like another sword, armor for the figure, and more little gray bits. However, I'm still pretty happy with what comes with this figure. Yes, it may have shot the price up a bit, but hey, at least it comes with something. I'm looking at you, SH Monster. It's really cool that these weapons have a lot of attention to detail to them. And you also got a fucking base, like, that's awesome! But now let's get her all stood up and see the comparison between other figures. She is actually larger than a usual 6-inch figure, so that's pretty cool. Here she is next to the Hiya Toys Godzilla, the Nanners Nendroid, the Hammond Collection Giga. Yes, that review will be coming soon. Hopefully. The high-grade Ava Unit 1, and finally, the Robot Spirits Ava Unit 1. The size difference here is crazy. Now, for most of this video, I have been praising this figure, because, I mean, come on, it looks really cool, and it can do some pretty cool stuff. However, you won't be able to attain that awesomeness without sacrificing quite a bit of money. Yes, this figure is expensive. Really fucking expensive. If you want to get this figure, well, good luck. Because on Amazon, it's around, it's around $370. That's the version that comes with more accessories and has the cool box. However, I bought my version on eBay, good old eBay, and I got lucky as hell. I bought this gal for a good $260, which is still a lot, I know. But compared to other prices around, it's definitely better. Yeah, sure, I get less accessories and I don't get the cool looking box, but I still, I still get the figure and some accessories, so I'd say it's well worth the purchase. Of course, I'm now going to say this. If you really want this figure, wait for the price to be lower than $300. That's my best bet. If you want to bite the bullet and get it for over $300, then go right ahead. So overall, my thoughts on this figure should be pretty obvious. I love this figure. The first time I saw this figure online many years ago, I always wanted it. Because it looks so cool. But that price just always turned me away from it. However, because I got lucky and found this for a good price, I can finally be happy that I have this figure with me. It doesn't feel real, to be honest. This figure is nice and big, has got so much detail here, a shit ton of accessories, and is pretty poseable. However, I only recommend this figure to you if you are a humongous fan of Evangelion like me, and are willing to pay quite a bit for it. Because again, that price is completely outrageous. But yeah, in my personal opinion, I give this figure a solid 9 out of 10. Well, that's about it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Once again, thank you all so much for 1,000 subscribers and sticking with me to 500 videos. It just sounds so weird me saying that. I never thought I would get this big and continue on this journey this long. But we're here now, and it's all thanks to you guys. I hope you all have enjoyed my content over the past 4 to 5 years, and hope you all are going to stick with me to the future for more fun, amazing videos, such as this one. I got more cool video ideas in the making, and progress in episode 5 of the Avas has picked up. Whenever that will be done though, I'm not too sure, but I'm working on it as much as I can. Until then though, thank you all for watching and sticking around, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later.